At the beginning of 2021, SpaceX achieved a groundbreaking mission that set new records in both commercial spaceflight and satellite deployment. This mission was notable not only for its innovative payload, but also for its historical significance in the evolution of space exploration. One of the unique aspects of this mission was the inclusion of human remains aboard the spacecraft, specifically cremated ashes, which were destined for low Earth orbit. This service was facilitated by Celestis, a company specializing in memorial spaceflights. Celestis offers various packages, including sending ashes to the moon for just $12,500, a relatively affordable price in the context of space travel. However, this was not the most remarkable feature of the mission. The primary highlight of this mission was the launch of 143 satellites into orbit, surpassing the previous record of 104 satellites set by India. This milestone is part of SpaceX's new Rideshare service, which allows smaller satellites to share a ride on the Falcon 9 rocket, significantly reducing launch costs. This service has revolutionized the satellite launch industry by democratizing access to space for smaller entities. Historically, launching a 500-kilogram satellite into Earth's orbit in the 1980s was an expensive and resource-intensive endeavor. At that time, there were no reusable rockets, and satellite owners had to bear the entire cost of building and launching the rocket. This financial burden limited space exploration to large, monolithic satellites designed for specific missions. These satellites were not only large due to technological constraints, but also because they required substantial shielding to withstand the harsh conditions of outer space. Advances in technology have since enabled the production of smaller, more affordable satellites. Modern satellites, such as CubeSats, are modular, highly customizable, and capable of conducting complex research at a fraction of the cost. CubeSats, which are composed of 10 centimeters modules, are often deployed from the International Space Station using specialized deployers or even manually by astronauts during spacewalks. Over the past decade, the number of CubeSats launched has surged, and this trend is expected to continue. The shift towards smaller satellites has led to the emergence of the small satellite industry, which focuses on satellites weighing less than 500 kilograms, with nanosatellites under 50 kilograms becoming particularly popular. This transformation has disrupted the traditional satellite launch market. While large communication satellites were once the primary focus, their demand has declined in recent years. Meanwhile, companies like Rocket Lab, with their smaller, more affordable Electron rocket, have gained traction by offering dedicated launches at a fraction of SpaceX's cost. A single Falcon 9 launch costs at least $50 million, while Rocket Lab charges just $7 million per launch. To remain competitive, SpaceX introduced its Rideshare program, offering 200-kilogram slots on the Falcon 9 for $1 million each. This program allows multiple satellites to share a launch, further reducing costs. Additionally, satellite companies can subdivide their slots, enabling even smaller satellites to participate in the mission at a lower cost. Spaceflight Incorporated, for example, offers CubeSat slots on the Falcon 9 for as little as $150,000. This scale of rideshare missions is unprecedented, making space more affordable and accessible than ever before. SpaceX's streamlined booking system resembles an Uber-like platform, where customers select their desired orbit, satellite mass, and scheduled flight. They then specify how their satellite will interface with the rocket using standardized payload adapters designed by SpaceX. Optional add-ons, such as separation systems, electrical supplies, and additional fuel, are also available. Despite the high initial cost of at least $1 million, SpaceX requires a $5,000 deposit, with the remaining balance paid in 2 installments. While still expensive, this approach represents the most cost-effective solution for launching satellites into orbit, marking a significant shift in the space industry. Thanks to the Falcon 9's remarkable reusability, SpaceX has been able to significantly undercut its competitors while maintaining substantial profitability. However, their rideshare program extends far beyond mere cost efficiency, offering a comprehensive solution to the evolving demands of the satellite launch industry. Despite the decline in demand for large, traditional satellites, SpaceX's overall launch frequency has surged dramatically. A significant portion of these launches is now dedicated to deploying its proprietary Starlink satellites. Once fully operational, the Starlink constellation will comprise tens of thousands of satellites orbiting Earth, providing high-speed internet access to virtually every corner of the globe, including the most remote regions. One of SpaceX's most underappreciated achievements is its ability to mass-produce these satellites at an incredibly low cost. Each Starlink satellite is estimated to cost around $250,000, a fraction of the multimillion-dollar price tag associated with conventional satellites. With 60 satellites deployed in each launch, the total cost per Starlink mission amounts to approximately $45 million. Given the ambitious plan to launch thousands of these satellites, the financial commitment to fully operationalize the constellation is substantial. This is where the rideshare program plays a crucial role. During its inaugural official rideshare launch, SpaceX managed to include 10 Starlink satellites in the payload bay. While this number is lower than the usual Starlink deployment, it effectively provided SpaceX with a free ride into space, as the launch costs were covered by the other customers on board. Moving forward, SpaceX is likely to integrate Starlink satellites into all future rideshare missions. How does SpaceX's rideshare program impact Rocket Lab, its direct competitor? While the program has undoubtedly encroached on Rocket Lab's market share, it has not significantly eroded their business. One of the challenges with ride-sharing is that all satellites must share the same orbital destination. Consequently, a rideshare mission can only proceed once the rocket reaches full capacity, which can be problematic for customers with strict scheduling requirements. If a customer's launch is delayed excessively, they may opt for a dedicated launch instead. Rocket Lab addresses this issue by offering dedicated launches to individual customers at a slightly higher cost. Moreover, with Rocket Lab now pursuing rocket reusability, their pricing could become even more competitive with SpaceX's offerings. This dynamic competition is poised to drive the cost of spaceflight down significantly in the coming years. Looking ahead, SpaceX envisions a future dominated by Starship, a fully reusable rocket with payload capabilities far exceeding current systems. For context, while the Falcon 9 can launch 60 Starlink satellites per mission, Starship has the potential to deploy 240. With estimated launch costs of around $2 million, the opportunities for future rideshare missions appear virtually limitless. A fully utilized Starship rideshare mission could reduce the cost per 200-kilogram slot from $1 million to as little as $5,000. Ultimately, all of these advancements and cost reductions are aligned with SpaceX's overarching goal of enabling human exploration and settlement of Mars. Every financial gain and technological breakthrough along the way contributes to this ambitious vision, ensuring that SpaceX remains at the forefront of both commercial spaceflight and planetary exploration. If you have additional information on this topic to help us improve our upcoming videos, please share it in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to support us and receive the latest updates from UniverseX. We value your support and look forward to providing quality content to all our viewers.